back out in the shop with the shop car. So been a minute since we've made any videos on it. We've just been really busy in the shop and just life happens. So we've been kind of taking a break from it, but the break is quickly coming to an end. Couple new things on the car that you probably noticed. We've teamed up with Precision on a NextGen 98. After working with Brett, we teamed up with them, got in touch with them, so that's the turbo we're running for the next year. They've been great to work with, answer all our questions. We talked to them in PRI, so great group of guys. Should take this motor and car well into the sixes at 200 at sick week. And then the motor, we just got back from KUNTZ and Company down in Arkansas. I'll give you kind of the rundown. So the last motor had like 120 passes on it, probably 3,000 or 3,500 street miles. So it had a lot of just wear and tear, I guess you could call it. When they took it apart, they found the valve train was not happy, and don't really know why. I have my suspicions on just back pressure issues. There's no like smoking gun on that one, so that's just shooting in the dark, but we were pushing the motor hard and it would not go any faster. So when we put heads on last year, we just got a set of LS7 Max 2.0 from GPI. It's their port program on a Bros BR7. So we got that. We just slapped them on. We didn't, it wasn't properly set up. I'm no machinist. But I don't think it was my portion of it. I think it was just everything kind of working against itself. It went plenty fast. It went 460 on sick week last year. We did a lot of slick tire stuff, so never really got back into that range. But it was pretty quick car until we start creeping up into like the 35, 40 pound range, and then just like it was a wall. Like could not go any faster. So in the spring, pulled the motor out. Actually, right about when Brett's car was beginning, we pulled the motor out, sent it down to them. So they went through it, found a couple valve train issues. So the motor now is the same block. It's a Cali's Magnum crank with same rods and then JE pistons. That was the big holdup on the motor, was the pistons. So that's what took them a little bit. The heads have been reworked. I think they got softened chambers, bumped up the compression a little bit. Same rockers, same cam. Switched to, I don't know if you guys can see it, but switched to a FluidWorks external wet sump. That's actually what I'm working on now. That's why there's lines everywhere. So that way we're able to control pressures and not be limited to the stock pump design. So, but other than that, there's not a lot of changes. I say that, but there's really not. We did team up with AFCO, so we got a pair. Let me find the open box. So we got a pair of their Dominator 4-ways. So on the back is just a AFCO big gun right now. Throwing stuff. So it's an AFCO 4-way, high speed, low speed adjustments. So these should be a pretty good gain over what we have. So pretty excited to try these out. Hoping for a little bit more control on the shock. The big guns did great. They covered us from radial all the way to slick tire, so that range was enough. That's another big change, but other than that, not a lot. So turbo, freshened motor, rear shocks. That's kind of what we're going for. I'm gonna walk around here in a minute and kind of show you guys some of the little changes we made over the summer. But other than that, I'm excited to get racing. Should be a good year. Sick week should be fun. Like I said, we're stepping up to modified, so we're gonna be running quarter mile. Yeah, should be a good year. So I'm just gonna walk around here for a second and kind of show you guys what we've been kind of working on. So right now I'm working on the fuel or the oil lines, switching to the external pump. We needed to run a feed. The feed is sitting right there. I already did that one. And then the after pump goes to the clear view, and then it's going to wrap back down to the pan. And then Red Horse hooked us up with their 12 AN quick disconnect for our oil cooler, which is sitting right there. So motor wise, it stays pretty much the same. I'll put a dyno sheet up here. It did make almost 700 NA, which is pretty impressive for a turbo motor, especially an LS. So I'm excited. I think the 6-pass made 697, so super exciting. Precision NextGen 98. That's about it for up front. Middle of the car, I redid this, so this now has Zeus. This has always been just a welded panel, just like this. So this way we can see the whole transmission. It looks like chaos, but that's what we have going on. It's 2 dump valves on a manifold here. One of them's internal, so it is feeding off of that manifold. Probably could make a smaller manifold, but we had planned on using these 2 ports. And then the other side is the external, so it's actually hooked to the case over there. But just a little bit easier to work on. In the back, like I said, we got new shocks, so I still have to put those on. And then those 2 mounts there are new. Those are for the oil cooler mount, which is sitting right there. So I cut down the, let me walk over here. It's kind of madness. I cut down the fuel cell, so it's less 4 gallons now. We didn't really need 14 gallons, so it's right around 10, I believe, maybe a touch more. So that's about it for the shop car. Next year we're gonna obviously do sick week, and then probably just kind of pick and choose some races. I'm not gonna go as hard as I did when we were doing slick tire racing. It just wears me out. I got young kids, so I would like to spend time with them. They like going to the track, but it's a little tough when they're younger. When they grow up a little bit, it'll be a little easier, but yeah, really excited to get the car back out, see everyone at the track, and you guys can swing by sick week and see us there.